Hello, welcome back to a Ave Maria song reaction. It's been quite some time since their last songs. I think it was it really Sophie and Esther Way? Or was In Our Blue Eyes the Arknights collab after that, unless I'm missing one. I'm not sure, but we're here for The Whole Blue World. Um, it got teased briefly at the end of the Bandori Live, the TV Live recently, but then that part got cut out of the actual VOD of it, interestingly enough. But yeah, it's been some time since I've done another Mujiko related video. Obviously the movie, the sequel movie, it's meant to be a sequel movie. That's the thing, is that it's meant to be a sequel movie. There's nothing anywhere that says it's a recap, and the way it's being advertised, it feels like a sequel movie, but we really don't know anything about it. It's meant to be coming out early fall, I think, or late summer, maybe. I think it's summer, actually. But we don't know anything about it. And then obviously season 3, whatever that might hold, will be at the beginning of next year, which really isn't that far away right now. And while I haven't been as obsessed with Ave Mujica in the last few months or so, obviously just involved in doing lots of other things, and the anime ended. There's really been not much going on with it since the anime ended, surprisingly. My love for them absolutely is still here, and I'm happy to keep reacting to them. I'm so excited for season 3 and what that's going to hold. Obviously, I literally went to Japan like 4 months ago, saw them live there in the joint concert with Maigo, as well as the 10th anniversary live. They were amazing there. So yeah, my love them hasn't sort of died down at all. Once we start getting some more teasers and trailers and stuff for the movie or season 3, it will start to really kick in. And also got Bang Dreamy Memita coming out in like a few weeks from now, I think. So that's something to look forward to as well. Always lots going on with Bandori. And Our Notes will be coming out at some point. So yeah, there is a lot going on. I'm quite interested to maybe cover Our Notes in some way. But I'm not too sure like how or what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, Our Blue World, or The Whole Blue World, not to be confused with In Your Blue Eyes. The title gives me a feeling it might be a slower song. We haven't had that many slower songs recently. I guess Musica Calestis and Imprisoned, obviously, in Georgia and Me, Georgia You is like the only ones recently, I feel like, and I guess In Your Blue Eyes somewhat as well, but that kind of exists in a different realm, it being with the collab. And this visual as well of the destroyed world with the masks left behind brings me back to the Veritas live, of them sort of leaving the world, and obviously the end of the anime, the Ave Mujica anime, where they sort of become knights now instead of the dolls. That's the whole thing there. But yeah, I have lyrics as well. I'm gonna listen to it and then check out the lyrics after, because I kind of just want to focus on the music first and then look at the lyrics. But yeah, let's just get into this. It's just over 4 minutes. The Whole Blue World, Ave Mujica. It's obviously part of the Ave Mujica. Is it? It's either the best of Ave Mujica greatest hits, something like that. I haven't actually looked at what songs they've included in that. But I know this is the only new one. So yeah, let's go. It's already a lot faster paced than I expected. Nice little keyboard sync on the left. Oh, I like the pauses. Great backing vocals as well, as usual. I like this bit, like a halftime groove. bridge the chorus. Ooh. I like the way it builds. It feels a bit similar to Earth. Symbol 4. Oh, that was like the machine gun like drumming. This is it's almost the same tempo as the previous verse, but it isn't. Okay. I like that vocal bit there. It reminds me a bit of one of the covers. I forgot the name of it. I feel like Ryukochi's voice is a bit deeper in the mix right now. It could be a bit louder. But sometimes the music, the YouTube version is like that. The Spotify version is different. Nice bass. Oh, and the little. Oh, yeah. What interesting rhythm. And like vocal rhythm. I love this part's so satisfying in the ears. Yeah, when it builds like this, it's really nice. I thought that was the end. Oh, okay. Whoa. Again, the little. Honestly, I can do that live. Oh! Oh, the goosebumps! Oh! Wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Still hitting it. Oh, that was a long one. Wow. I want to see that live. Back to the start with them. Wow. That was interesting. It feels like completely different to anything we've heard from them. It kind of takes elements from a lot of different of their songs actually, but it all comes together quite strangely. It doesn't always flow really well, but I do want to go back to this part before I start speaking about it. It's when it comes in after this bit. Yeah, now when we get into the just the piano notes, you can hear it come off. You get this bit. And it really builds. And hear the keyboard. Bass comes in. And the way it comes in now. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, hit that final note. And she holds it. maybe even longer than that Georgia Me, Georgia You one at the end. Huh. What an interesting song. Yeah, I think it reminds me the most of Symbol for Earth and a bit of Ether as well. In the way, obviously, Earth is more consistent, like has a more consistent rhythm and tempo. Ether does jump around a bit and has that kind of grander ending. It does, yeah. I think Ether is a good it's a good comparison here actually. I really like it. I really like. I think, and it's one of those sort of songs that I feel like is already going to grow on me. Um, the more I listen to it, and man, that part like towards the end, I really really love that part when it slows down and it brings everything all together, and then just feels so grand, and it really reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on what song exactly. Um, but it like it like triggered, and like I could feel another song creeping into my brain when that part happened at the end. I mentioned. Yeah, an interesting one. Again, I really like the bass. That when they highlight the bass at times, and the little machine gun drumming, it's really cool. I really want to see Akanen just do that live. It was really fast. Um, Obviously Rikochi vocally, we don't got to talk about that. It's already we already know how good that is. Huh. What an interesting track. Interesting to have this on the sort of greatest hits album as well. Um, it definitely does feel like a song similar to Musica Celestis as well. There's a feeling of catharsis. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's a feeling of release, if that makes sense. Let's have a look at the lyrics. Okay, we've got the lyrics here, obviously translated by Sign. Wonderful work, thank you once again. A window sky of sea. Yeah, that was the slow bit at the start there. Yeah, kazeyo, sorayo, like that part. Deep within her gaze. This life burns away so swiftly. I do really love Avamujika's lyrics, because I'm never able to sort of grasp onto a solid meaning of them in a good way. There's always a bit of vagueness and ambiguity to them, for the most part anyway. Yeah, then the blue, that part is obviously in English. We are desolated as our dreams shatter before our eyes. Let us pray this night where we're overcome with emotion as his voice pitifully fades away. This again, it as Avamujika does, it talks about the sort of how like cruel and tragic the world can be, but sort of standing up to that, and it's not let me brave this night, it's let us. Like it's Avamujika, they're more of a collective now in that sense. Why oh why I found myself vexed at my inability to reach you. It's not enough, it's simply not enough. Words fail me, seeming to lack all weight. I like that line because for someone like Wika who relies so heavily on her lyrics for Avamujika and that sort of artistic output for communicating who she really is and her true self, that frustration is interesting, that she can't, that she's unable to reach them and truly resonate with what she wants to say. Your head up, stand up. See, I didn't hear that part in English. Your head up, stand up. Yeah, where God doesn't exist, we have our own God now. We press on to fulfill our sworn promise. Let us pass this beautiful night together. That feels very episode 12-y, with that promise between Wika and Sakiko and the night they had. Search for something I could trust, something everlasting, yet misfortune caught up to me. I mean, convinced I carved my own fate, convinced I could change that which cannot be accepted. How I ache to believe those words, how I ache to believe those words. Yeah, I mean, but again, because they speak about braving it together, and this part very well could relate to Rika in the past, and her obviously yearning for Sakiko under that hidden identity. But there's also, I don't know why I get the impression there's also a present feel to it as well, that she still feels very much caught up within this. I mean, obviously as she would, but it's not as hopeful as some of the other lines can be. Close to you, as you find yourself trembling in sorrow as you approach the end, I pull you tightly into my arms. I wonder if it's maybe a more Sakiko perspective. I'm not sure, because it feels very much more Sakiko initiative to pull someone into arms rather than Rika doing that. Following you in our blue, blue, blue world. In the face of our shattered dreams, yeah. Overcome with emotion at last. And that's the last line, at last. So she really holds it. I like that the blue world, the so-cool world, but then it ends with following you in our blue, blue, blue world. In the face of our shattering dreams we stand proud. I do love these these lyrics post Ave Mujik episode 12 on some of those songs there, and what they represent for the girls and their story and the band as well. I mean, lyrically, Ave Mujik is always really good. I really enjoy it. Similarly with My Go. Kenzu, I will have a look to who that person is, because it's a really interesting composition and arrangement. Obviously Diggy Mo, we know he does some interesting stuff, but I do want to maybe have a look at them after this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's all for now. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this video or not, but I saw someone did comment and wanted it, so I was like, why not? I was kind of leaving it, I was not listening to the song right away, just in case I wanted to do it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in whatever next video you might be here for, whether it's Bandori or not. Thank you. Bye.